each other, but we couldn't let another 1,000 years go without us seeing each other and talking. But listen, let's talk about this news live, okay? You're getting some Mario live news, all right? So first thing I would like to talk about is this new show. And before I talk about the new show, I forgot, I haven't done this since long. If you like the video, definitely like the video, subscribe, comment, and tell a friend to be a friend. All right. Thank you so much for doing that. Okay. So let's get into it, guys. All right. So the first topic I would like to talk about is the show called, what is it called? Brother Husband or Husband Brother. It doesn't make a difference how you put it. Pancakes and waffles, waffles and pancakes. But listen, it's a show where one lady gets to have two husbands, right? And they're calling it poly. Like, this is to the 10th power. Now we're elevating the situation in life, aren't we? OMG. Now tell me, first of all, comment and tell me if you're down for a poly relationship. You know, that's the new thing in 2023. People greedy, honey. They go back in line for seconds. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't even have one. And then some people just buy, because even in Thanksgiving dinner, you supposed to wait till everybody eat and then you go up and get you some more. You can start having two husbands once everybody get one. But yeah, there's this new television show called Brother Husband, where the husbands have one wife, and the wife, she's out here at macking. But come to find out, I saw one of the interviews, because she's married to this one husband for 26 years, and this other one for 10 years, right? And they're so different. I'm like, oh, she gets she gets breakfast and she gets lunch. And then she get dinner with one and she get dessert with the other one. I say, go, girl, what you gonna do? Well, the one she's married to for 26 years, they have 3 adult children. And she said before they decided to, go off on this venture of finding another partner for her, they told the children what's going on. Well, saw another interview with that husband for 26 years. Come to find out he had another wife, allegedly. He has another wife, allegedly, right? I said, who let the dogs out? Roof, 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 roof. Who let the dogs out? Okay? So I want to hear these wedding vows. Do y'all, this whole village, promise to be there for one another through sickness and health? All 349 of y'all. Do you promise? Okay? So my question is, like, if they're all 3 just watching a movie in Netflix and then 2 of them get, rinky dinky, my neck, my back, do the other one just keep watching Netflix? Does he go in the other room? Does he join? Who let the dogs out? What's going on? What if they all 3 sleep and one wake up to use the bathroom, then he come back and want to be frisky, and the other one still sleep? Do they all sleep in the same room? And if they do sleep in the same room and she has to go to work early and they just laying in the bed with each other, I need some questions answered. Since they opened their door, now I have my own set of questions. Y'all so crazy. Jonathan Majors, he's in Creed 3. He's our new and up and coming, Wesley Snipes. Not Wesley Snipes, I'm sorry, Denzel Washington. He could be a Wesley Snipes, but Denzel is billionaire. Wesley Snipes is millionaire. I know he did Blade and all that, but Denzel is another entity. Like Denzel and Will Smith, like once you start getting up there, honey, Sidney Poitier, it's like it's different. Well, anyway, Jonathan Majors was in New York, and allegedly he touched this lady inappropriately and put her by the neck and all this business, she said. And I don't want to keep reiterating that because he very well may not be true, because his lawyer said he has video footage. Do you hear me? Come on, Sprint. Come on, Nextel. Come on, phone company. Come on for having these phones with this audio and this video. You got FaceTime on these jokers. I remember about 15 years ago, we didn't know what the hell text was. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, the first time I ever heard about text, my best friend and I, we were at dinner with okay, so not at dinner. Yeah, it was dinner. We were at dinner. We were double dating, and I was dating this guy, and he had a friend, and he went on a date with my best friend, and we were sitting across from each other, and they were texting about us, bitch. And me and my friend didn't know because we were we did none the wiser. We had never heard of that, bitch. I still had whatever old phone there was, and my best friend, he was like, "I'm embarrassed to see you with this old ass phone. I'm gonna get you a new phone, cause I will use a phone until the wheels fall off." You hear me? Okay. Well, anyway, the dudes was texting right up under our nose, honey, and giggling. And so my best friend, he's inquisitive. He said, "What are y'all laughing at?" And he's like, "Oh, we're texting about you too." And we were like, "What's texting?" Oh my God, we got to stay up on it. But thank you, phone, for being a video so we can get to the bottom of this. Jonathan Majors. We've got to talk about Tamar and Kandi. We don't have to talk about it. Let's just say, I hope they mend their shit because they're both talented, but I don't think they'll ever be friends again. And I don't think that Kandi will ever trust Tamar because, Tamar, she's Tamar and Kandi is Kandi. Okay? So Kandi feels you should be loyal, and she's right. She's right. You should be loyal. There should be some sense of loyalty. And we've known each other before all of this reality TV business. So, just keep it a buck for me. When Tamar is like, well, she, her, me, we, us, they, and it's kind of like a loose cannon there. It is. I love Tay Tay, but it's a loose cannon, in my opinion. You let me in with the cameras, and you may have a different side of you, but just add that side of you to the rest of them. It's a lot of people in there. And I love her. Double kisses. Love her. Monique on Netflix. Y'all gonna have to go ahead and clap for Mo. Mo told everybody to kiss her butt and don't miss a spot. And when you get finished, don't forget to give me my money and a Netflix special to prove I am who I say I am. Now Monique gonna have to do the Rhythm Nation on this one too, though. Mo gonna have to do the Rhythm Nation. It's gonna be time to put your hair in a ponytail, bitch, and put that ponytail through your hat and bring that rim down and get to business, honey. And we know Monique gonna do it. That's what she always does. Monique is the truth. Monique ain't no joke. She can act, she can dance, she can comedy, she can do the talk show host. Monique is the truth. She's your one-stop shop. But on this Netflix special, this gonna be on the cookies and shit. We gonna need more to what they got jamming on the one. Let's talk about the lady pastor cursing because somebody flirted with the first man, not the first lady, because she's the pastor. It was her husband, and I don't know, but some deaconess, she wrote something about what you call it, testify over your husband. I don't know what they call it. Not testify over your husband, okay? I would have got pissed too if somebody said I want to testify over. Look. That's funny to me. But she was like, I have vision for your husband. However, she said it, the pastor wasn't having it. And the pastor was behind the pulpit saying, I will beat your ass, honey. Now listen. I've heard of fights between rappers. I've heard of fights even between personalities on TV when Vivica Fox and Kenya Moore was fighting on Celebrity Apprentice. And Kenya Moore allegedly stole Vivica Fox's phone and tweeted some very mean things. It's on YouTube. You got to go look it up if you ain't hip. But I have never seen a pastor start a beef behind the pulpit. A pastor starting a beef behind the pulpit. I had never. And then she told the lady, she told the deaconess, I'll kick your ass because I'm from Brooklyn or wherever she said. I'm from New York. I'm from the Bronx. I am from New York. And don't make me take this choir robe off. Because if I take this choir robe off and put this microphone down, I'm going to have to clear this whole pulpit. And I'm like, even me, Lord, I was even baffled when I saw her do that. I was like, wow. I mean, I know these gospel artists be ride or die because you have to remember when Kim Burrell be doing the Kim Burrell. But who is Kirk Franklin? When he was talking to his son, he knew just how to curse. He knew just where to put the emphasis. I will beat your ass. It wasn't nothing about praise and worship at that point. So all I'm saying is, and I like our Leandria. When Leandria drink that tequila and she goes ballistic on the people. I saw the video. And I love me some Leandria Johnson. I'd melt her and rub her in my skin like lotion. I love her. But all I'm saying is gospel people are ride or die. And they will fight you. Gospel people will fight you. I believe Shirley Caesar will fight you. Don't pay her all her money and see where that gets you. I believe it. Shirley Caesar has had to fight and bite for her rights. You know, all the gospel people, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there have been choir roll people trying to gyp them. The gospel people had to fight now. I know, and Yolanda Adams, she's sweet, and I love her. And Yolanda, she sings the most beautiful songs. But I could tell in her eyeballs, like when she be looking at her eyebrows, that she will cut you. Yolanda Adams was like, I open up a can of whoopah. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I will open up a can of whoop butt. Oh, yes, honey. Right after she sang, I'll open up my heart, I will open up a can of whoop butt, honey. Okay? BB and CC will jump you in a Target parking lot. Take their car space. Pull in front of their car. When you saw their blinker on to turn right, but you gonna come up and you just gonna turn left and take their car space, BB and CC will jump on you. Because it's like the taxes at the grocery store, baby. It all comes together, okay? I'm not gonna sit down on it. Let's talk about the drag. Well, we're not going to talk about the drag just yet. Let's talk about these people getting kidnapped. Everywhere you go out of the United States. Now, you even getting people, what is happening? The grandmother goes to Mexico to visit her family and gets kidnapped. And she's Mexican, so I don't know if she's from Mexico, but she lives in the United States now. But everybody coming from the United States is getting kidnapped. It's something going on in Mexico. And I'm like, if all this crap was going on when we were going to go to Mexico, we wouldn't have went to Mexico. And then this new couple, they go to Haiti to see their family. They go to Haiti to see their family and they get kidnapped. And then their family gives the kidnappers $6,000 allegedly, and then they want more money. They want $200,000 apiece. They're like, well, if you came up with $6,000, maybe I underbidded it. Unbelievable. So you can't go nowhere no more. It's scary. Not scary. It's scary. It's scary. Okay, let's talk about the drag situation, right? The drag situation where it's possibly going to affect 14 states if the Senate passed this business where they, they're trying to outlaw drag, right? But this is the tea. Drag has been around since the Quaker Oat days when the people, even in Bermuda, they be putting them Quaker Oats wigs on with them little curls on the side. And then they be putting them Judge Judy dresses on back in the 1800s and shit. Everybody, the men been doing drag. And then they paint their face white. The man been doing drag. And you better not have taken your ass to see Miss Doubtfire. If you're for this, you can't go see Miss Doubtfire, Tom Hanks and Bosom Buddies. You better not have laughed at Martin Lawrence do Shanae or Big Mama's House. Rasputia, Wanda, hey, how you doing? There's a whole lot of people that have done drag, but are we treating this like the church do? We can use you as long as you have talent. Like the church will let a man like be same gender loving, honey, and know it. They know he got, a little itch in his twitch when he walks. The church will allow it if he's a good musical director, can add value to the church. You know what I'm saying? Good musical director, singer, choir director, or however. If you good at what you do, we can allow it. We allow it. But if we can't use you, we about to talk about y'all. So I just feel that the industry and people pick and choose when they want drag. That's my point. It's okay when Martin do it for Shanae, Big Mama House. It's okay, Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh, that was such a cute movie and all of that. But RuPaul, I don't remember anybody ever watching RuPaul and wanting to go out and harm other people. If anything, when people watch a RuPaul show, it's it's something where people in different states where the television show airs, it's the first time that people that are genuinely different have representation because I'm pretty sure they don't have it in states like Nebraska, Minnesota, Wyoming, Iowa. And if they want to be an individual, they're probably teased or picked upon or bullied. So it's the one time they can watch TV for an hour and feel like they connecting with someone that's like them, and then for it to be against the law to watch in that state, because are they saying that if it's abolished in these 14 states, first of all, 14 turns into 30 real quick. If they pass these 14, they're gonna try and do it on another 14. And it goes fast, honey. So if they're trying to make it illegal for these 14 states, and correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but if they're trying to make it being in drag illegal, it's going to cut down the clubs, the drag girls that have been doing it for hundreds of years, and that's how they make their money. And shout out to my sister Chevelle Brooks and Jasmine Masters. Those are my favorites. Chevelle Brooks and Jasmine Masters. Hello. I love them. They are beyond talented. And those are my girls. So I'm looking at it as an aspect like that because that's how these girls make a coin. And even RuPaul, Drag Con or RuPaul Con or whatever they call it, DragaCon, that's millions and millions of dollars. And then RuPaul's show. Will RuPaul's show have to end if they pass this in 14 to 30 states, this bill? Will RuPaul's show not be shown anymore? Like, I just have a couple of questions about this. What's going on? Let's talk about this one last thing here, where the lady shot her husband on Facebook Live. What is going? Why is everybody trying to be Nene and Sheree? Everything is in a reality show. Why is she on Facebook Live? And then we can hear the dialect between she and her mother's like egging her on to be irritable with her husband, where the moms really need to stay out of the husband and wife's business, even if you live in a house. Keep your ass out of the husband and wife's business. Under that marriage arch, were you up under there when the pastor was like, do you take each other? Or is this exactly what we taught? Brother, husband, mother marriage. The mother's in the marriage too, down. Well, anyway, this lady was going Facebook Live and her mother, she was talking to her mother. And she was like, he need to cook this food, before he goes. He didn't cook the food for the kids before he go to work. And the mother was like, he cooked that food. She was like, well, no, he got to go pick up his friend for work. And so and so and so and so. And then the mom was like, well, his friend need to do so and so and so and so. There's so many people in this marriage. It's just like the village people. And so that hypes the daughter up. And then the daughter shoots the husband on Facebook Live in front of the kids. These poor kids. They ain't gonna have neither parent. And then I pray the grandmother, the one who was in the background, isn't gonna raise them because she's part of the. Okay, Mario, don't say nothing. But she shoots the man and then she's like, oh my God, I didn't know it was a bullet in there, allegedly. She didn't know it was a bullet in there. She didn't mean to shoot him. But this is, why are we pointing a gun at someone in front of the children? And why are we starting a video in the middle? I'm tired of everybody starting a video in the middle. We need to start at the beginning. If I'm watching The Matrix, I'm not watching The Matrix from the middle of the movie, bitch. We always get in the middle to the end. What happened before? What was the moment before? That's an acting method. Before you start acting in your scene, they was like, an acting teacher was like, what is the moment before? That's very relevant. The moment before is relevant. Well, anyway, this lady shoots her husband in front of the kids. And it's unbelievable. And then this news broadcaster was like, well, I forget what he said, so I don't want to, repeat it because I don't want to misquote him, but I will paraphrase it. We don't know if he's the victim. That's what he said. We don't know if he's the victim. We watched the Facebook Live. He's dead. He's the victim. I was like, these news broadcasters need to be a little bit more. They need to take think about what they're saying. We don't know if he's a victim. The moment before on that video that we saw, he was not yelling at her. He was like, I don't want any confrontation. He's the victim. He was like, I don't want any confrontation. And she shot him. He didn't even know he was dead. He still don't know. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, man. But let's be clear, he was the victim. He is a victim. Oh my God. So crazy, so crazy. It's just like we don't even know whether to turn left or right in this world, honey. It's just a mess. It's a mess. It's like water world, but there's no water on the land. We just walk in this water world without the water. All right, guys. Well, listen, if you like the video, definitely like the video below, comment, subscribe to the channel. And it's been a long time. I just wanted to come and do a live with you and just see what we're talking about and if we're watching the same things and if we're, watching the same news and everything. So if we are and you do like some of the topics, definitely comment below and I'll see you next time on the discussions. Peace.